Oh, hello. Yeah, analysis on gold, my favorite pair. Let me, yeah, so analysis on gold, sharp, chop, 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 chop. Right, so yes, we go to gold. Let me zoom out. Now let me go into a bigger time frame like daily. Now let me zoom in, and for now, let me take out everything and let's look at what's happening right now. Good. Right. So price is giving us lower highs, right? Because we have this high, order block, right? Now price came to take out this guy, right? And this guy prevented price from buying above it. Price tried to go down, it couldn't, and decided to go above it, right? After going above it, this same area, okay, there are other blocks here in smaller time frame. That was why price was able to reject this area, right? So this also prevented price from selling. So instead of this, now let me take out some of the, so now instead of this guy preventing price from coming below it, it couldn't, so price sold into it. So after it sold into it, it was able to prevent price from buying above it, okay? That is what we call order block. Price bought above it. It worked into it, but it still did what closed, you know, below it. This is a sign of a sell. So now, um, so if this is a sign of a sell, what could make price keep selling this week? Okay, price is attracted to this guy because there's another one, a longer one here. So I am anticipating a sell all the way down to this area. Now let's go into 4 hour to have a look at some. Okay, so I'm going into 4 hour, and this is what we have. In 4 hour, we have something we set up the price chart pattern called head and shoulder, right? So let's take a good look at this. In this area, we have buys, okay? Price swinging, okay? So let me just take this. Let me just take only this, right? Price buying, swing, and swing, and what? Swing, right? Good. So having this, we have something we call head and shoulder. So this is shoulder, head, shoulder. Okay. What did price do? There's something we called um, taking out liquidity. Okay. So what did price do? Price decided to buy. Price could have just started selling from here because this is a head and shoulder. Okay. Head and shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder. Okay, so price was supposed to sell from here, break a market structure sell, but this is what we call manipulation. There should be manipulation. They are here for money. They are not here to make us rich. So they have to play tricks on us. What did they do? Price decided to buy to respect order block. Okay, not only order block per se, but to take out this noise over here, right? When it sold over here, it took out this noise and left this noise. So what did he do? He came down to take out this noise. Now, to be able to confirm that this trade is a sell, you need what we call order block. Now, let me go further and explain. Right, the order blocks are the areas, okay, the bodies that prevent price from closing above them. All right, this bullish candle is an order block. Okay, this bullish candle should prevent price from closing above it. Now I'm about to zoom in for you to have a clearer view. So I take my, good. Now let me take this one and see what happened here. This is what happened here. So you could see for yourself that this bullish candle was so strong that it was able to allow price to come back into it, right? Since this bearish candle was able to close back into it, no matter how high it went, it came to close back into it. This was a strong view, okay? this tells us that the sellers are very strong in the market. So because of that, market has to sell. And to confirm the sell, this is the last bearish candle that price makes price buy. So when price bought and sold back into it, then we have a sell. So there's nothing that can allow price to go back up. So let me give you two factors. This bearish candle is one factor. It's not going to allow price to buy above it. The next factor is this bullish candle. This is what we call bearish order block. And this guy is going to prevent price from buying above it. So there are two strongholds. This last bearish candle and this last bullish candle. These guys are so strong that price cannot go above it. For now, price cannot go above it. If not, if it wants to go above it, then it's going to behave like this guy, like the way this guy prevented price going above it. So price has to try it first, give it first trial. Okay, rendering this bullish candle weak after performing its resistance over here. Okay, so when it becomes weak, the next move that we'll try will have the ability to try going up. But even in this one, it was still caught but back down, right? So now, what are the next factors that could allow or attract price? Liquidity, which is what? The wicks. All right. Now, there's only one major wick that is exposed because this wick took out all these wicks, right? So these ones are no more relevant in the chart or in price. The only relevant one is this one, but to be taken out in future. So now you look at the direction of price and look at what could make price keep coming. So since this guy is not going to allow price to go up, and this guy is also not going to allow to go up, what is going to attract price? These liquidities, all right? These liquidities. So what do? You start looking around, you zoom out to see how far the liquidity could go. Then you take your lines. Let me use the main lines. You take this, take that. All right. So what do we see? We see liquidity. This wick, which was not taken out, and this wick tried to take this wick out, but it did not work out. So he also left a wick. This one also tried to take this out, it did not work out. So there are a lot of noise here. So what is price going to do? It's going to take out all of these. Sorry. So if this guy is able to hold, so with this trade, your TP should be the low. At least this guy should be your TP. Or on top of this last bearish candle, all right? On top of it should be your TP. Because when this guy holds, price will like to come and test the breakout where it took them out. All right. Let me remove the noise again. This is a stronghold. So price is coming to take out all of these noise. All of these noise. So when it does that, it's going to test here. If he really wants to go down, it's going to test this wick, all right, and maybe come down, giving us a setup. Equal, low, whatsoever. All we need is setup. Setup I already started forming, and the setups are here. From where? This high to this lower high, we have a setup, right? So in whatever price gives us, we are only looking for that setup. If that setup is set, we are ready to execute. So let's say price sells anyhow to this area, comes to test this area, all right, goes back up, comes to test, comes back up. We have what we call a bearish triangle, and that is all we are waiting for. So let's see how price goes this tomorrow, that is tomorrow, and we see how best we can execute, or we can benefit or take advantage of our prices moves. So let's get ready and make some money from price. Finally, I'm going into, this is 4 hours. Let's go into 1 hour and have a look at what happened today concerning that high push. Okay, so let me have a look. So in even 1 hour, the highest body was this guy. All right, this is the highest body in 1 hour, but the highest body here is this guy. So now open your eyes clearly and have a look. We have this major high and we have this major shoulders. See it? The bodies, looking at the bodies. You have you have shoulder, okay, head, all of this is head, right? Then we have shoulder, okay. So price, the only thing left for price to do is to come lower, okay. Let's see if this guy is able to hold. If it does not hold, that means price has come to take what we call liquidity on top of it here. So price could buy above this guy and then maybe start selling. When it sells, we are down. We're just going down, just like that. Okay, so this is my analysis for um, for gold, and it's now my favorite pair. I don't joke with gold for now, and let's see how best we can benefit from it. Enjoy your day, and enjoy your day. And good night.